Good morning.
Pivot one Niyake.
I thought our producer was gonna be like, "Hey, y'all's on." Aho, producer.
All I heard was
People wouldn't yuck it. Janet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Both of them. Kendrick.
Asti Huntity.
Mmm.
Halito. Sio.
Kikadoos. Mary
Kikadoos.
Faye.
Madawaka.
Sharon Beer.
Kunamante. Yatta hey.
Got the hey.
Do we leave any out?
Oh no. Oh oh
Oh,
I'm
I'm not
not.
even gonna. Oh.
Oh.
Well, coming live from 1950 South Shepherd. Sorry we got on so late.
Yeah.
I don't know what the holdup was this morning, but
We were talking.
having real deep conversation.
Mm.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, coffee talk.
Coffee talk. Coffee breath.
Yeah.
Well, hope everybody made it to work safe. It's pretty foggy out there.
Yeah.
Get a little taste of what I see every day.
Mm. Now we know.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, just got on here a little late.
Mhm.
But that's all right.
We didn't get our breakfast burrito yet.
We didn't get nothing, but
Thankful.
thankful we get the
Another day
opportunity.
sobriety.
So, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to do this or not because we had a CPR training that we had to do today, but our boss Darian was, hopefully Zayla's feeling better.
Zay.
Uh, so just one of them things where we had to reschedule. But I mean, in due time, when it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen.
Mm.
Things like our second attempt.
I talked to one of my yogi friends. He traveled the world, and I think it was Ecuador or Colombia. But they the way they do their meetings and stuff is they schedule a time and day, but if it comes to that day and not everybody's there, like all their leaders, they wait till they get there, then they wait till everybody's there, then they start. And they're like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're the only people in this world that will wait till everybody's there."
Go on with that.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Indian time. Well, we'd be SOL around here. Indian time.
Yeah.
Was anybody saying good morning?
Darian.
Oh, Mr.
Ah,
Ciabatta. But he's just sitting there in his
Dalka.
thong watching.
But
Well, hope Zayla's feeling better.
yeah. Oh, Leslie, short T.
Good morning, Sister Leslie.
Everyone. Well, today's Thursday.
All day long.
February 1st, Saturday. So. Oh, Mr. Soap, John Soap.
Oh, thank you for tuning
Everyone
in,
up.
Mr. Soap.
Oh yeah, was it Thirsty Thursday? TT, the other TT. Yeah.
Today is my granddaughter's second birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Alani Fernanda
Bonnie.
Laura
Oh,
Russell Botone.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's her second birthday today, and there's also another significance about today. Um, it's been some years. Today is the day that my younger kids. Today's the day that their mother passed away. And she died from this disease, and it her and my daughter that had Alani were real close. And whenever today was the day that Alani was born, I thought for sure that that summer had something to do with that. Like instead of it being a day where everyone's sad, like we get to celebrate another life to our family.
Mm,
So it's, I guess, yeah, it's easy to get, and to me it goes right with today's meditation. About, yeah, I could look at today in the dark if I wanted to, but there's a little life to be celebrated. And it just makes sense to me about today's reading,
yeah.
like to actually my kids, they love their mom, they miss her, but at the same time, like, you should see the way they light up when they see their niece Solani. Like they really enjoy being an uncle and an auntie, and they're only 11 and 13.
Mm,
They really enjoy, like,
that's good.
yeah. And it's funny because she calls them both uncle. You know? But she, uh, once I think about it, man, that goes right hand in hand with today's reading. So,
Mm,
anybody else say? But yeah, I wanted to say happy birthday to my granddaughter.
happy birthday.
It's an amazing feeling. I always think about, like she was exactly the medicine that I needed in my life to show me that all the recovery, everything that I've ever done up until this point has been worth it when she runs to me and she just wants me to hold her. And unfortunately, she's sick. She has flu A.
Ah,
Yeah, she has flu A right now. But I mean, uh, hopefully we can celebrate her birthday. We wanted to have this big bash, but her mom's like, a cake would just be fine.
yeah.
We always, she's got many more years to celebrate.
Mhm.
So I mean, I was wanting to go all out for her, but I mean, if she's sick, she's sick. We
Yeah.
just hopefully she gets over that
Yeah.
soon. So
Praise for
yeah, it's
your wife.
amazing. It's an amazing feeling being a
Yeah.
grandpa. She ran to me and just wanted me to hold her last night. She was running a fever.
Dang it.
Her mom had to give her some medicine, and she was just fighting her mom. But then when she gave her to me and I held her, I said, "Baby, we got to take this medicine to make you feel better." And she just took it. You know what I mean? Like, you pulled her, because we keep trying to get her bottle away from her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I guess her mom's mom, her grandma, gave her a bottle back
Oh.
since she's been sick. So I mean, let her get her bottle, and I gave her her medicine, and I was like, "Take a drink." Yeah.
Okay.
And but yeah, I mean, it reminded me of when my kids were kids. I had that relationship with them where I kept them calm, and
Yeah.
we got to take this medicine. Like, be a good girl. And it was pretty cool.
Just take it real quick.
Yeah, still got that touch. Still got
Yeah.
that touch where.
Oh, my help.
Yeah. So anybody else say good morning?
Daniel Given said, "What's up?"
Oh, brother Daniel. Good morning. Stongo. Stongo.
Oh, uh, Byron Johnson, Chakma brothers,
Chimichikma.
and then Darren said his thong is air drying. Yeah. Court.
It's what?
It's not air drying. It's air drying.
We're not gonna be able to tell because you got blue buns
Dang,
anyway.
gosh.
Like, is that dye coming off? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just got blue buns.
Yeah, God. For my jeans. Courtney said the wife who more. She said, "I noticed it says, oh, culture couch with uncles is our title."
Oh yeah, yeah. Unks. We got Unks Redux
Uh,
producing today.
yeah. David Deere, good morning.
Stongo David.
Don't go Desiree.
Good morning, Desiree. Thank you for tuning in,
Yeah.
everybody.
Natalie did morning.
Good morning. Stongo Oshkinyecha.
Oh, Dave Levi, South Coast.
South Coast Behavioral in the house. I'm going over there tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I'm going over there tomorrow.
9 to 10, right?
Yeah, 9 to 10:30, I believe.
Mm.
But I mean, yeah, I could talk. We know I could
Yeah,
talk for the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
hour and a
yeah.
half, but try to keep it to an hour.
Yeah, yeah,
Try. Maybe they have some questions or whatnot. But I love telling my story
yeah.
because I never like. I would hate to think that this is the way that I tell it every time.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there's always something that comes to me that that I feel like is important for you. Kind of like you read the room,
Hmm. Yeah.
and I love talking to people that are fresh into recovery. I mean, because so many times had I came into this thing thinking that I knew what was best for me.
Mm.
Realizing that I thought I had all the answers all the time. And that kept me in my addiction for a lot longer. Was thinking that nobody could tell me anything about my life.
Got your self will.
Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
my self will was like, man, it was deadly.
Mm.
Once I think about it, my self will was deadly. It was hard to accept help. It was hard to ask for help. I always like what it says on the Western on the AA
Western Club.
Western Club. The defeated don't get to negotiate the terms of surrender.
Mm. Man,
You know,
I've been there a few times with
yeah,
my mom and uh, stepdad David.
yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, that's a good place to be. Shout out to the Western Club.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like so many times I tried to implement my ideals into my sobriety, and man, it never worked. Like it was like okay, I'll do this, but then I want to do this.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't until I completely surrendered to this thing, and I would have to say, I was 41 years old. I first time I went to AA, I was probably like 5 with my dad,
Mm.
and never had any clue or idea like how I kept getting in my own way. I kept getting in the Creator's way. I never allowed him the I never allowed him just the time to do anything in my life because I always felt like I had to like a lot of pride and ego went into just sitting there and like, okay, I can live with whatever's about to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can live life on life's terms.
I made it this far.
Yeah, like like okay, I'll let this happen, but then I need to do this. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I had to respond to every little action that happened in my life. I didn't know how to actually have faith and believe in my prayers. I was gifted desperation. I mean, the gift of desperation, man, that's like, when you realize like, man, if I don't quit, like I remember getting cotton fever. Getting cotton
Yeah.
fever and swearing off drugs, alcohol, like I will never ever do it again, God, if you let me live through this. As soon as I felt better,
I got this. I'm good.
yeah, made that phone call. Come get me.
Yeah.
Like
Your yes phone. Nah.
I feel better. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's all you ever need is that one person to co-sign on your BS. Then you're off and running. And but shout out to South Coast Behavioral. I can't wait to see y'all. And they got some clients graduating today.
Oh yeah.
Got I want to say 2 clients graduating today.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. I
Salute.
pray that you find a way.
Yeah.
You know, I pray like I pray that the Creator, guides you down the right path and you're able to find a solution in your life.
Mm.
Because we all know what's waiting if we don't. If we don't have that open mind and remain teachable.
Yeah.
I've seen so many people get out there like when they come home. Had people come home yesterday,
Yeah.
like the last of the California people.
Dang.
Like they made it home yesterday, and it's like, you know, she was just worried because she's on Suboxone.
Hmm.
She really ain't got nowhere to go. I was like, well, come back and try to get into a program. She's like, I don't really want to do that.
Mm.
I was like, well, the Suboxone's gonna run out.
Yeah.
You know, like where else are you gonna get it? So when you're not able to go get it, then what else is left?
Yeah.
And
Other no option.
I mean, I know in recovery it left so many options because once you overcome your addiction, then anything seems possible because it's such a life altering experience. You know what I mean? Like you realize so many different things about yourself that you never knew existed. So like for me, it felt like anything was possible after that because that was the hardest thing to ever overcome in my life. So like just talking about that polarity that we were talking about.
Mm. Who?
But we should probably go ahead and I'm just
No, no.
rambling.
Uh, good morning, Melissa Pedro,
Good morning, Melissa.
Renee Riggles.
Good morning, Renee
Ivory
Riggles.
Road said, "Keep telling your story, especially since everyone take something different from it."
Aho, brother Isaac.
And then, oh, Aaron Black Wolf says, "See y'all soon on the way to the airport."
Okay, well, there's the last. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
last
last.
of the Cali folks. Can't wait for you to get here, brother. I hope you got a plan together. Hope you got a plan together, and if you ain't got one, give me a call. We'll figure that thing out for sure.
Nyake Earl,
Yak it, brother. Oi.
he said he's fighting the snowstorms.
Oh man, be careful,
Dang.
brother.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Dave Levi said one of the brothers had a question. Says, "What helps you guys with anxiety?"
Um, I learned this exercise in one of my groups from one of my facilitators in Cali, and it became like it was something that I used. I would catch myself at the bus stop in California, like because like I don't know, like it would just give me this weird feeling, like I don't, like I worry when I don't know where I'm going, or what I'm about to do. I had a new job, like I didn't want to mess up. Like it's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm the only one at this bus stop, and like I'm sitting there thinking, like, am I gonna have to like, you know what I mean? Like my mind would start racing. So one of the things that helped me was I would do this senses, like you count on your senses. You know what I mean? Like what do I see? You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes I had to like close my eye.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
eye.
uh, to really focus because my mind would start racing, and it's like, what do I hear? You know what I mean? Like, and it's 5:30 in the morning. I could always hear birds, and I don't know, like that kind of like if they're not racing away from danger, then something must be all right. You know what I mean? Like that's the mental picture that I put in my head, and then I would like what do I feel? You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like I would be sitting on that bench, and I would like kind of like move my feet around like I have solid ground under me. You know what I mean? Like I'm sitting somewhere like I don't feel like I'm about to fall over. Like and uh I would take a deep breath, and so I would be able to taste the air. You know what I mean? Like that's what really helped. Like was like this senses thing. Like I can use my senses, and I can kind of calm myself down. And then once I got to a good place, because I'm sometimes there'd be somebody sitting there. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure they're probably looking at me like, "What the fuck?" I'm over there like,
I'm trying to get it together.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it together over here. But even then, like that would help me focus a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like not worried about what anybody else thinks because I was having like this internal problem in my head. And whenever I felt calm enough, then I would say a prayer. You know what I mean? Like take this feeling from me, take this fear from me.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like just help me, And maybe the person would see that sometimes I would see like this same dude like and he's dressed like he's going to like construction work and he'd be like just are you having a good morning? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I am, bro. Like, kind of got to, just small talk,
Yeah.
just and we'd get on the bus and I'd sit in the front, he'd sit in the back or you know what I mean? Like we would just have small talk at that little time. So to me it was like I needed something to just keep it simple. Like something just simple, like that simple conversation
Yeah.
would kind of get me out of my own head.
Hmm.
Like and that's what I would do. You know, it was like I would use my senses. And that was just something that one of my facilitators taught me. So that's kind of like my process. Do you have like what do you do? Do you
Yeah.
have anxiety?
Yeah. Yeah. Then when I started my recovery, anxiety was real heavy, like in my chest. So like, one thing I do is kind of like self guided meditation,
Uh-huh.
just to kind of give, you know, help me help me get center myself, calm, like you say, like calm and a little bit, yeah, like senses. And I would like listening to like just the outside, like the nature, the birds or cars or trucks going by. Just feeling that it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah.
It's gonna be you're gonna make it through, and pray with your heart, and just take a little time to yourself, either 5-10 minutes, just a quick
Yeah.
pause,
It's
and
nothing wrong. It's okay to not be okay.
yeah, because
You know.
and you're growing, so you're growing on being on the red road, and there's gonna be a lot of uncomfortable moments, but just learning to be center and breathe, and just
Yeah.
pray. So
Know when you start getting overstimulated.
mhm.
That's like, it sometimes you don't even know that. You know what I mean? Like until it's too late. But just maybe practicing
Yeah,
like
yeah,
checking yourself like okay, like should I take a step back and take a breath?
yeah,
You know what I mean? And anxiety is like a big thing these days.
yeah.
And I wonder how long I watched so many alcoholics in my life turn to pills and turn back to drinking because just
Anxiety.
the anxiety of blanking out the day before, not knowing what they did. Like I would watch it eat them up all day long.
Mm.
Like you remember yesterday, and my uncle would be like, "Hell no," like
You were up there.
yeah, you was dancing, yeah,
Yeah.
you
You,
just grinding all over that girl,
yeah, yeah. You just peeing on these bushes. Yeah.
yeah, and like it would eat them up. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because
yeah.
they'd just be like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
again." Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good morning, Patrick Sharp.
Good morning, Mr. Sharp,
Patrick
Patty.
Patrick
That's my
J.
brother right there.
Toya Stewart. Good morning.
Good morning, Toya. Oh,
Cassie B.
I've been thinking a lot about the little sister Blakely lately.
Like,
I've been saying some prayers for her. Been burning some medicine for her. I truly, honestly hope that Blakely's doing all right. So if you could, I shot her a message like just not really. It just says I hope you're having a good day. And hopefully I catch her in good spirits. So if you
yeah.
could pass along the message. I love you all, and I hope everything is going your way.
Mm.
That's word,
Ha.
Sister Toya.
CO Kimberly.
Yo.
She said Okie from Muskogee.
Oh.
Oh, no. Michael James Good Shield. He had many episodes like that. I,
Yeah.
I, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember
I was the
shit.
same with man. Yeah. I used to hate
uh,
laying there thinking like, what the hell happened? Where's my clothes?
Yeah.
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 I used to tell my brother, man, I had to quit drinking because I got tired of waking up like a werewolf.
God, yeah. Uh, shape shift back to.
Just like, where the hell's my clothes? Yeah. Who left me in this park?
Oh yeah, yeah. Bunch of excuse.
I used to hate waking up like a werewolf.
Yeah. Got raw meat in your teeth.
Yo.
Hey. Oh, Kikadu sharing beer. Oh,
Deuce.
thank you for tuning in. Leanna Thomas, good morning.
Good
Yeah.
morning, Leanna. Well, should we go ahead and
Yeah.
been?
Yeah. I
I
hope
know I was just BS.
Dave Levi, I hope he got, heard what we said about anxieties.
Yes, sir. Hope
But
y'all have a good day over there at South Coast.
work, work, work. All right, we'll go ahead and jump in here today, January 30th. It says, bright days and dark days were both expressions of the great mystery, and the ending revealed in being close to the Great Spirit. Chief Luther Standing Bear, Sue. The Great Spirit created a world of harmony, a world of justice, a world that is interconnected, and a balanced world that has positive and negative. This way and that way, up and down, man and woman, boy and girl, honest and dishonest, responsible and irresponsible, day and night. In other words, we created a polarity system. Both sides are to be respected. Both sides of anything are sacred. We need to do good and we need to learn from our mistakes. We need to honor that takes place in that nighttime. We learn that we need to learn and we see what we are supposed to see by staying close to the Great Spirit. We need to be talking to him all the time, saying, Grandfather, what is it you want me to learn? Great Spirit, let me learn today that all things are sacred. Help me stay close to you, my Creator. Mahayo aho.
Aho.
So pass it over to you, Mr. Botone.
Aho. Veho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God! At that
All over.
at
Yeah.
bridge one. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Burn that
I'm so
medicine.
happy to hear that. That's like some of the best news I've heard in a good while. Well, send my love to her, Toya. Well, what came to mind was, just thinking about that polarity, like of just today from my own personal experience. Today's the day that my kids lost their mother. My Johnny and Penelope. It's got to be a tough day. But on the other end, today is the day that my granddaughter was born. And Summer and Leanna, man, they were real close. I mean, Summer helped raise Leanna. She was there for most of her life. And even after me and Summer split up, uh, Leanna still called her mom and eventually went to go live with her. That's how close they were. And to me, it's like hard for me not to imagine that Summer didn't have something to do with my granddaughter being born today. You know, um, like that, just that polarity. You know, uh, yeah, we were, my kids, me and Summer, we ended up being friends before she passed. Which was like a big step for us. Both of us, is we became friends before she passed, and I'm always so grateful for that. Because man, we had two beautiful kids. And to watch your kids hurt in a way that there's nothing that you can do to console them is a different kind of hurt. It's a different kind of pain that I wouldn't wish on anybody or their kids. But to watch my kids have to go through that, like I gotta say, that's one of the things that changed me. That's one of the things that made me realize, because I remember thinking man, like I was upset with the creator again, It was all his fault again, and it when you go to point the finger, it really made me think about where I was as a parent and where I was at in my life. If it wasn't for that, I may not have ever decided to change. Um, I remember thinking like, man, like, like, how could God? Their mom was so loving and caring, and she was such a good mother. You know, how can He leave them kids here with me? Like that was my thought. Like that's how I felt. Like I felt like, you know, I felt like a piece. Like I honestly did. And I would probably have to say, out of that polarity, I hit my rock bottom, and I realized that I needed help, and I knew I needed to be there for Johnny and Penelope. I knew that something had to give, and I thought the only way I was ever going to overcome my addiction was by dying from it. I mean, that's as close. That was the best answer I could ever think of. And when I think about how much I thought about death and how afraid I was to live my life because of my addictions, and then to be able to overcome that and be sober, you know, uh, I want to say it's been 3 years, 8 months, and 29 days. You know, to think that um, I've went from there to where I am today. Like it's that polarity that they're talking about in this meditation. To take the lowest that I've ever been in my life, where I wanted to die. I wanted. That's how bad my addiction had me. Is I didn't see no way out, and then to be able to find a solution and be on this side of life where I'm grateful for every breath that I take, every sober breath that I take. I am truly grateful. And then to be able to experience my granddaughter, today, 2 years ago, man, I mean, it lets me know that everything that I've had to do to work on myself, to look at myself, to realize that I was the problem. Yes, I was the problem. There's that polarity again. I was the problem, but I also had to be the medicine. That's the polarity that I see in today's meditation, is that there's that polarity again. Yes, I was the problem, but now I know for a fact that I am the medicine that I needed, because so many times that I get sober for somebody else. So many times that I get sober for my kids. So many times that I get sober for my companion. So many times that I get sober for, my mom. So many times that I want to do right for my family. But it never stuck until I was able to do this for myself. And then you realize, like it's okay to put yourself first in that situation, because if I don't take care of me, then I'm not going to be able to take care of anybody else.
Mm.
So I look at my life today, and I realize that everything I have today, I owe it all to the Creator. He allowed all of this. Because I think of the time when, I only said them foxhole prayers. Like I always say, like one time I was sitting in the back of a police car, and I knew I wasn't gonna get out. I already knew, but I was so petty with the prayer that I was praying to the Creator that there would be a clerical error in my warrant. I mean, who
Yeah, yeah,
like, who prays for somebody misspelling something?
yeah.
You know, like that's how petty my prayer was. That's how that's just how lost I was. Please, Creator, let there be a clerical error. So when we get to the jail, they'll see like, oh, they misspelled your name. Well, we got to let you go. Like who does? Like that's how selfish And no telling how long it had been before I talked to the Creator before that. So I look at the polarity of my life, where I was, what I had to go through, and how grateful I was gifted desperation. That was a gift. I see it now as a gift. Like I always say about the Creator, He can take the worst thing to ever happen in your life and turn it around and make it the most beautiful thing to ever happen in your life without even changing the situation. I mean, if that ain't the Creator's polarity. And then all I found was that He is the answer. He is what I needed in my life. He was the missing problem that I kept putting on everything, blaming everybody else. If something would go wrong, that's God's fault. That's how God wants it. Thinking like He's cold blooded.
Mm.
But then as I built my relationship more and more with the Creator, you start to realize how blessed you are. You start to realize how you probably had it made, but because things didn't always go your way, that you know you accept negativity in the wrong way. You take things the wrong way because your understanding isn't there.
Mm.
You have to keep going through life and realize like just about everything's a lesson. There's always a lesson in
Mm.
everything, but are you keeping an open mind to understand that? That's what took me like out of everything I would have to say that's like one of the gifts that I cherish is that when something bad happens, do I automatically just want to point the finger? Do I automatically, like it makes me think, damn, is that karma?
Yeah.
Like am I being good to people? Am I treating people right? Do I have like this, am I being sneaky? Am I, like am I keeping secrets? Like like all of that comes out. You know what I mean? Like when something goes wrong.
Right.
So then it makes me, if I feel that way and I don't feel like I'm living right, like damn, that did come back on me. That makes me want to step up, and be close to the Creator and ask for Him to remove these things from me. Let me admit whenever I'm wrong. Let me apologize whenever it benefits not me, but other people. Let me be able to recognize when I need help and to ask for it in a good way, not to be selfish.
Mm.
Never to be selfish because it was weird, like to ask for help. I didn't even know how to pray for myself. But luckily, I've been around some good people
Mm.
that have showed me, guided me on how to live a good life. And for that, I think about this polarity all the day, all the time, all the day, all the time.
All time, all
I think
all
I
day,
think
all time.
about I think about you know how every wrong choice I've ever made, every bad decision I've ever made, All the horrible things I had to go through in my life, how that can be used today to save somebody else's. And that's that polarity that I feel like today's talking about. That's what came to mind when I read this morning. Was man, I came from a dark place, a place I wouldn't wish on anybody. But then to actually find a solution and to be grateful that I had to go through all them bad things to realize what's good in my life. To me, that's powerful. That's powerful. I had to be on the bad side to realize what's good in my life. And for that, I'm very grateful, thankful, and appreciative. So,
Oh,
Mado. Yeah, yeah. Kind of good times.
Mado. Yeah, Mado, Mr. Botone got a lot. Oh, Pivot One Out, Chad Riley.
Mr. Riley, that's my brother.
Yeah, Pivot One Out, Wesley Paul.
Good
Sober
morning. Good morning,
Squad.
Mr. Paul.
Toya said, love y'all. Getting back to work now. Aho.
Aho.
Docky.
Ha, soha.
So, I think that. Oh, Michael James. Good Shield said, he just remembered those crazy times in Rapid City. A
Thunder Valley.
guy passed out and they put him up against a tree and headed out. So crazy. Nothing bad happened, but just crazy times, and anxiety comes in good and bad. Aho, brother. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Alan Fletcher, groovy afternoon.
Good morning, Mr. Fletcher.
Oh, yeah. Jen Miller, good morning
Good
from
morning, Jen.
Billings.
Balance.
Thank y'all for tuning in. It's like you said, no God, no glory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Just that's just everything, man. We can go all day about this polarity, the good and bad, and the lessons that we learn. And for y'all tuning in, South Coast, just going through them feelings will help a lot too. Not because we used to run to alcohol or drugs just to get not feel that pain, scared of that pain. But I feel like you know you being the medicine and the solution, and centering yourself and praying and meditate. The calm before the storm. And it just reminds me of what through life. And I like what it says in the meditation. Where we were, we were not like meant, but we saw what we saw that was closer to the Great Spirit. And I feel like everything we've seen, everything you've seen, and everybody else tuning in, we all seen different stuff in life, and good and bad. And I think just all that just helps us getting stronger, and you know, iron sharpens iron. So
Definitely.
and just getting better and preparing, because just like you talk about Alani, and I started my recovery. Pandemic happened. I would have never thought Suda. It just amazes me seeing her every night, and
Definitely.
so just what did Snoop Dogg say? I would like to thank myself. Yeah, but I think,
Tupac's gonna get mad at you.
but I think I like what you say. Putting it's not bad thing putting yourself first, because we gotta fix ourselves.
Mhm.
Gotta every day gotta
Focus.
focus, and daily battles, and prepare for the day. Especially you men and women that work night shift. I work night shift too, and before, so I prayers to y'all too. Just praying for the day, for your work, for your shift, and helping others, and being patient too. Don't rush it. That opportunity will come, and just keep praying. Do your work. You got to put in your work too. You gotta. It don't come on your lap. It don't come 6 days, 6 months. Could be a year. But pain is only temporary. So,
Hmm.
but with that said, ho Mado.
Ooh, Mado,
Ish.
Mado, Mado.
Oh, good morning, Nicole Sharp.
Good morning, Nicole. Nikki, what's up, girl? That's my sis right there, Nikki.
Oh, Daniel and what he saying? Oh, Hensy. Oh, first Thursday of the month. He said you and Bear, you and Nat should come to First Indian Baptist and more. They are singing Creek hymns and might even blast one out.
You know what? I think my dad's painting's hanging on the wall over there.
Is that one in kind of by those apartments? or it's kind of got its
I ain't
own little
been.
property.
It's been a long time since I've been back there.
Oh yeah.
But they show a guy smoking a pipe, and he's got a horse with him. I don't know, like
It's got his signature on the bottom.
yeah, Botone. My dad's name was Johnny Botone, but it says Botone in the corner. I want to say it's at that church.
Okay.
So my dad used to take me whenever we used to live in Norman whenever I was 8,
Yeah.
and he was going to OU.
Yeah, because that thing is, it's got like a lot of windows too, like glass.
I ain't been in
Glass
so
windows.
long.
Isn't that one? 'Cause I think they
I
do
can't now.
sweats and stuff right now too. Like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I'd love
Yeah.
to. I'd love
Every
to.
first Thursday of
Got to
the month.
remember that. Got to remember that. You hear that, Nat? Yeah.
Uh,
Are you listening?
oh, Derek Pawn Killer, Mado for the encouraging words.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I used to have a brother in whenever I was in Shawnee,
Shawnee.
in county over there.
Mm.
His name was Chubb. I think they call him Chubb. Chubb
Pawn Killer.
Pond Killer.
Mm.
That was the homie. But yeah, thank you for tuning in,
And Nat
Mr.
said,
Pond Killer.
Nat said, yes, I heard.
Well, answer him.
Yeah.
I'm not Creek.
Yeah.
You're the Creek. You're Semino.
Oh.
But I don't know the language. Yeah, I just know how to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hama. Yeah.
Hey la. Dzień dobry pa.
Stone Cold. So
We better jump into
yeah,
these
humbug
announcements.
shit.
I know somebody gotta go pick up Brittany at 11:30.
Oh, is somebody gonna? Oh, we better.
Oh, we better hurry then. Well, no announcements today.
All right, we'll cut it out. That's snack bags.
Yeah,
Space.
talk space.
All right. Well, Brady meetings tonight is our Thursday.
Yep, Thursday
Here at 1950.
meetings. They
Shout
have
out
one
to
in
Brand
Weatherford.
Logics. Yep, Weatherford tonight at
Yep.
Oxford.
Yeah, yeah, Oxford House in Weatherford.
810
East Cedar Ave.
East Cedar Avenue.
And then the Keen Sober Deadly shirts.
Oh, yep. Ends next
It
Tuesday.
ends next Tuesday. You better order you one because after we order them, then everybody wants one
Yeah.
after the fact. After we're already wearing them. But
oh, and then we're hiring, so send in the apps.
yeah, send in your apps.
And yeah, I think that's it. All right.
Well, appreciate all the the comments. We always appreciate that. Like, share, follow, tell your mammy about us, and we will see you tomorrow. Well, these guys might.
Oh yeah, he's speaking.
Yeah, I got to go to South Coast.
South Coast.
So these guys might be handling you.
Yeah.
Aho.